Hey there, my name is Alex and welcome to Lez Talk, where I talk about all things queer that have interested me in the past week. Let's get into this. So the first thing that I want to mention is this new series that's sort of being created. Nothing's been sort of greenlit yet, right? But it's in the making. They're sort of making a sort of concept to see if it's gonna take. So Emily Andras, who is the creator behind Winona Earp, the showrunner behind Winona Earp, we all know and love her. She is working with Sci-Fi to produce or create another series. Now, like I said, this isn't officially gonna happen, but it's just they're sort of working together to see if they can make something that's gonna work, if that makes sense. So the idea behind it, it's called Axeholes. So the idea behind it, from what I gather, is it's sort of like a sci-fi fantasy show where it's sort of based around a group of comic book, sci-fi fantasy series nerds, lovers, geeks, us, right? So it's based around them going to, I think, a Comic-Con, but then sort of getting stuck in the world of the show that they're in love with, and it goes from there. I think that's just the basic plot that we've got that they're sort of working on right now. There is no details on casting or anything like that because, like I said, it's still a long way off. It's just the ideas of it that are happening. But the sound of it sounds cool. It sounds cool. I think Emily tweeted somewhere where she's like, think Xena, but gayer. And I'm here for that. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to see what comes of this. Obviously, we're not going to hear about it for a little while at least. But yeah, I'm excited to see what it brings. I'm excited to see what they bring. Next up, I want to talk about Mindhunter because it released on Netflix a couple weeks ago. I am a big fan of the show. Yeah, big fan of the show. It's just very intriguing to me. For those that don't know, the show is sort of I think it's based on true characters, but it obviously takes some liberties. It's based on sort of true crimes and stuff like that as well. And it's sort of based around the era where they didn't really have a term for serial killers, and it's these group of people creating that concept and creating that procedure and that sort of mindset, and sort of getting an understanding of these people. And so they talk to these criminals and stuff like that, and it's really intriguing to me. It's very, very intriguing to me. I would recommend it as a show if you haven't yet. But there's a character in it, I believe in season 1, it was just mentioned that she was queer. I think she mentioned a past relationship. I watched season 1 when it came out, so a year ago, so I can't really remember. I know she was queer though, she was technically queer in the first season. I just can't remember in what context. But season 2, Wendy, who is played by, is it Anna Torv, who I love? Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. Love her. But she finally gets a love interest in season 2. Spoilers, it doesn't end well. Honestly, Wendy's character kind of gets sent to the back burner this season, if that's the right phrasing. Her predominant storyline this season is this sort of love interest queer storyline that she has. And it doesn't really go anywhere. And she's not really involved in the cases as much. I don't know. I was a little disappointed with her story arc this season, but I also enjoyed the parts that we did get. I just wish it was fleshed out more. I wish that she wasn't just sort of this side storyline that wasn't really connected to anything else. I don't know. So I have mixed feelings about her storyline. She did have a lot of chemistry with her love interests, which I enjoyed. Yeah, I have very mixed feelings about it, but I don't know. I feel overall, I still enjoyed it. Because, she's kissing ladies. I don't know. I'm very curious to hear your thoughts on her storyline this season, if you guys have watched it. Yeah, let me know in the comment section below. The next thing that I want to talk about is this series that I binged. I mean, there's only 8 episodes. There's only 1 season and 8 episodes out. And I believe it's a UK series. It's called The Rook. And I have to say, right off the bat, it's such a good show. I still keep on thinking about it. I get home from work and I'm like, ooh, I want to watch another episode of that series, and then I remember that I've watched them all, you know? Like, I'm still really excited about this show, and I'm still thinking about this show. It's got me. It's really got me. I really, really enjoyed it. So the concept is, if you guys don't know, it's... what is the concept? It's like sort of based around these people that have supernatural abilities, and they're recruited by government agency to... I don't know what the purpose of the government agency is. Is it to protect other supernatural entities or contain? I actually don't know what the purpose of that government agency is, but they recruit supernatural people. There's also sort of like this other sort of party that tries to kidnap these people and sell them on like a black market. And yeah, so it's this whole sort of like spiel. It's like a secret agency sort of TV show crossed with a supernatural show. It's really intriguing. Yeah, and the main character, you start off the series like watching this main character who has forgotten all of her memory. So she's like surrounded by all these dead bodies and she's forgotten all her memory. And it's just her trying to piece together her life and like who's the good guys, who the bad guys are, and it's just really, really intriguing. But I'm talking about it in Lez Talk. Like, it's a good show overall, but I'm talking about it in Lez Talk because there are some queer elements in it. Yeah. So the main character has this sort of love interest, love affair with this other supernatural being. So this other being, I honestly forgot the name because I feel like there's multiple names and there's also one name for the entire entity. But anyway, so this being, their supernatural power is that they're quadruplets. There's 4 siblings, but they're all one entity. So they all share a consciousness. It's kind of like Sense8, you know how like the Sense8ers, I don't even know what they're called, my mind, they can sort of like, you know, sense each other. They can sort of like switch between each other, that sort of idea. But instead of like there being 8 different personalities that can sort of like intertwine and enhance each other, it's one entity across 4 bodies. So it's just one person, like inhabiting 4 bodies, if that makes sense. So it's 3 boys and 1 girl consisting of these siblings. And the main character has sort of like a love interest, love storyline with them, like all of them. And it's so intriguing to me. So yeah, I was very fascinated by it. I loved it. I really did. I did. And I feel like, you know, if we get, I don't know anything about season 2. I haven't really looked into if it's been confirmed or not. But if we do get a season 2, I think there is definitely a possibility for that storyline to continue. It did feel like in the middle of the series that like they were just gonna cut it off, or maybe towards the end of the series they were gonna cut it off. Like when she was starting to get her memories back, I was like, oh, this is just gonna be a nothing thing. But then towards the end, like once we got past that, it felt like it was going to progress even more. So I definitely feel like there's possibility for that storyline to continue. It's just a really intriguing show and storyline, and yeah, very intriguing characters. It's just an all-around good show. So I definitely recommend watching it if you haven't yet. Again, it's called The Rook. It's a UK series and there's only 8 episodes in like the first season. But yeah, definitely go check that out. The next thing that I want to talk about is This Way Up. It's a new sort of like series. I don't know what station it's on. I have no idea. Someone just mentioned it to me on my Tumblr and I checked it out. They're like short episodes, like 20-minute episodes. I think there's only 2 or 3 episodes out. It's again an interesting show. The concept is it's following this girl who has bad anxiety, I think. It's just following her, but it's sort of like, it looks at sort of intense, maybe darker subjects, but it's sort of like a comedy, like it's dark comedy kind of, I don't know, but it's a good sort of feel. It's different, but good. Anyway, so I'm talking about it because I feel like the sister may have a potential queer storyline, the sister to this main character. She has befriended this woman who is queer, a lesbian, queer, I don't know. I don't know if she's a lesbian or bi or pan, so queer. And yeah, so her sister's befriended her. And her sister currently is in a relationship, but I don't know. I'm kind of hoping for more between this new friend of hers, because I would be here for it. So yeah, I mean, I've only watched 2 episodes. I feel like there might have been another episode drop since I've watched it. But from what I've seen, I've liked, but like I said, they're only 20-minute episodes, so I don't really have a full grasp of the show or what it's going to turn out like. But so far I'm enjoying it. So far I'm hopeful for a potential queer storyline. So if you guys want to go check it out, I'll have a trailer in the description if you guys want to go have a look at the trailer. But yeah, something to look out for. Another show that's just started is Why Women Kill. I've only watched 1 episode. It's only just started. I think there's only 1, potentially 2 episodes out at the minute. And this is definitely another intriguing show. So it's based around, the concept of the show is based around this house. And it sort of follows 3 generations that live in it. So yeah, there's throughout the years, it shows 3 different families that have lived throughout the generations, if that makes sense. And I guess the concept is that like all of them, the women kill their husband or partner. I think I think that's where it's getting to. And then it goes through like, I guess, why they killed him. I don't know 100% where the show is going, but it's got my attention. The modern day couple that is living in the house has a queer storyline. So they're in an open marriage. And the woman in the relationship, I don't know her name. I don't know any of the names, to be honest. Brings home sort of like her partner, her new partner that she's, I don't know, developed a relationship with, because her new partner's ex-boyfriend is like stalking her. So anyway, it's a whole thing. And yeah, so it's the new partner is played by, what's her name? It's like, is it Alexandra Denario? Something like that. She's gorgeous. Her eyes kill me. Her eyes like burn holes into my soul. I swear to God. But yeah, so obviously there's going to be some queerness happening. I think the husband's going to try and like get in on that relationship. I don't know where it's going to go, to be honest, but I'm curious by it. So yeah, that's a thing that's happening if you guys want to go check that out as well. Next thing that I want to talk about is a movie. I finally got around to watching Vita and Virginia last night. I watched the movie Vita and Virginia. And I'll have a link to the trailer in the description if you guys want to go check it out. I have been waiting for this movie for a little while. And I have to say, I actually really liked it. I feel like I've seen some people not enjoy it, but I really, really liked it. I don't know what it was about it, but I did like it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was because I was just so tired when I watched it. I was just like, this is amazing. This is like quality content. I don't know, but I did really, really enjoy it. I think both like actresses are just so like, what's the word? Just so, I want to say like enchanting. I don't even know what the right word is, but they're just so captivating. And I don't know. I was like, I feel for both of them. Like, I just want like, I can understand them wanting the others like attention and like love, you know? Because I was like, if I know either of these two in real life, I'd feel the same, you know? I don't know. Yeah, I honestly think the actresses definitely like captured it for me. But yeah, I did enjoy it. I mean, spoilers, it's based on like real people. They don't end up together, but they're still friends in the end. But yeah, I did enjoy the movie. I probably want to watch it again just to, if like when I'm more awake, get a better look at it. But I don't know. Go check it out if you have the opportunity. I enjoyed it, but I think maybe go in, I don't know. Go in maybe not liking it. I know a lot of people have not liked it. But I also feel like the people that have liked it have liked Carol, and I did not like Carol. I'm like the only person in the world that didn't like Carol, I swear to God. But I didn't like Carol. I thought it was so boring. but I liked this one, so I don't know, but yeah, that's just my thoughts. And the last thing that I want to talk about is the L Word dropped their trailer. The new L Word, they dropped their trailer. I'll have a link to that trailer in the description if you haven't seen it yet. I'm actually excited for this new, is it Generation Q? Is that what it's called? I'm actually excited for it. I'm getting more and more excited about it. Like, the more I hear about it, the more I see about it, the more I hear about casting and stuff like that. I am getting pretty excited for it. Honestly, to start off with, when I heard, like, when they announced it, I was sort of like, hopefully it's good, but I was not too hopeful because, again, I'm probably like the only one in the world, but I really did not like the original L Word. I also feel like because I watched it after, like, it aired, a little bit after, obviously, I don't know, I just feel like it didn't age well. It really did not age well. And I always, like, every few years or so, I always try and go back and watch it because, like, everyone always goes on and on about it. And I'm like, clearly I'm missing something. So maybe this year will be different. And I swear to God, each year, like, each time I go back to it, the more cringy it gets, like, the worse it ages, you know? So I have never really liked the original L Word. So I wasn't too keen when it was first announced because I was like, oh God, I hope it's not as bad as the original. I really hope they grow from that. So from what I'm seeing, hopefully that's, like, the case. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see the end game, but yeah, I'll have the link to the trailer in the description. I would definitely like to hear your thoughts. I mean, you guys all probably like the original L Word and are, I don't know, hating on me right now, but whatever. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below. But that's it from me. I want to give a big thank you to my Patreon sponsors. We got Marissa, Corey, and Kathy. You guys are incredible and help me do what I do. Yeah, if you liked the video, hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys in my next one. Okay, bye.